What's up, beautiful people? Today we're going to check out the song Ain't Nobody by Chaka. This is a must-know R&B standard, and I'm going to show you all the different ways that we would approach it, whether you're playing with a full band, with a keyboard player and all that, or just a guitar player. The must-know licks that really define the song, and a few extra cool licks to go along with it. Feel free to watch this whole video to get a real in-depth view about this entire song, or you can skip around. You can look at the little bookmarks I have there if you want to go straight to a certain section or figure out a certain lick that you hear in the song. Alright, so let's vibe this out. First things first, with every song that we ever learn, we want to know what the chords are in each section, alright? And what the key signature is. So we got the key of E flat minor, right? And the chords in the verse go E flat minor to B flat major. Does that again. And does our little turnaround. B flat minor, B major 7, D flat. Oh man. I actually made a mistake. Technically, it's not B major 7, it's C flat major 7. But let's not, don't be mad at me, all right? So let's carry on. So anyways, those are the chords, and if I wanted to play them with like just a bass player, not even a bass player, maybe if it's just guitar, maybe I would do those. Repeats that, but then it's going to carry on to the turnaround. Alright, but when you're playing with the bass player, at least a bass player, you could really you don't want to just make it that obvious, right? You want to be a little bit more tasteful. And you want to bring out those key moments in the song. So key moment number 1, that main lick. Right? So we're going to look at it just like this, man. Just like that. Really simple. That's how I would play it. You could kind of choose any other place you want to play it, but... Now the trick to this lick is to lock it in time. As with everything, we want to lock in that groove. And part of that, what helps us, is where we're picking, right? So I want to see where the 16th notes are and always be consistent with down up with my 16th notes for the most part. So when I'm doing this lick, I go... Right? Down, 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 up, down, up. That's a trick right there. So pay attention to those little things. I'm not going to go overboard on it. You can just see exactly where it is, but make sure you lock that in. And if you could just keep this groove right here, that 16th note groove, that's the first part. Then you can start to lock in that groove. You know, you want to feel that. You would kind of mimic the keyboard part, which goes like this. Right? Just like that, throughout all the chords actually. Then the beautiful thing about this song is that melody or whatever just stays consistent while the bass note changes the chords. So you just keep like this the whole time. And the bass note changes it, so you don't even need a keyboard player. The bass note just covers all that, and you just hang right there. And that's one of the beautiful things about this song. And one of the keys to playing as a guitar player to sound nice in a band. You don't always have to spell out the chord directly. You don't have to go... Right? Appreciate the fact that there's other instruments there to take on that those other parts of the harmony, particularly the bass player playing those bass notes. So again, just like that first part, we want to feel that groove. Feel those 16th notes. And lock in those down and up strums, make sure they're consistent. And even, you don't have to do just those 2 strings. We could get the middle 3 strings in there, just like that. Now the other iconic part that we really need to hear when we're playing this song is the second verse when the electric guitar comes in. And it does like these power chords. And I want to do it like that. So I'm thinking like a D flat to an E flat. but I don't want to do the root because, you know, the root's kind of changing and the chords change, so I don't really want to bring that out. I just want to bring out these two notes right here. And I'm sliding in just like that. And goes through the whole thing, the chords change, and then finally in that turnaround, I'm going to do an octave, 4 to 6, up to 7, and then just like that. So here in the chorus, our chords are E flat minor, G major, A flat minor, B. But again, when we're playing with that, like a band, right, we could really just kind of give it this funkiness. And one thing that's really funky is just staying consistent with your harmony, right? So if we see this E flat minor right here and take those middle 3 strings, that's our E flat minor, A flat minor 7. But if I want to go to G flat, it's the same chord, right? Or the same triad right there. So I can play that for the first two, and then A flat minor to B, when I got that right there. So I got the same triad for the first 2 chords and the same triad for the second 2 chords, right? So instead of going like this, which, you know, it sounds good by itself, but when you're with the band, we want to, you know, kind of groove with everybody, right? So I could keep it just like this. Now, if you got like a full band, you got the keyboard player or a second guitar player or something like that, you want to bring out some of those licks in the song that's really just the ear is used to hearing, and we want to hear it, right? So in the chorus, we got these 2 things. Just like that. And all this lick is doing is it's going across an arpeggio, right? Or a triad, right? So we got the D flat, and then the E flat minor. It's dun 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 dun. Right? Easy, easy, just like that. Keep it in the groove, keep it space, you know, just appreciate the little extra that you could add to the entire ensemble, just like that. It's never got to be crazy or wild, right? It's just got to sound good. That's always what the best players are. Not the ones who play the craziest, the ones who sound good and tasteful. And that's what that is, tasteful right there. All right, so now we got the bridge. And, you know, if it's just like guitar and bass, we can go. Maybe we might want to chill it just like this. But the one lick that you have to throw in is this right here. Like everyone knows that lick and you want to have that lick. And I think it comes in where? At like the second, the 5th bar or something, 5th or 6th bar. I don't know. But it's something like that. And even if you're going like this. Well, you got to bring it in no matter what you're doing, whether it's smaller band, bigger band, you always got to. It's so clear in the recording, and you know, it's great. It's a great little vibe right there. Now, a couple of licks I took from the Tiny Desk performance are all, of course, in the key of E flat minor, and the first couple are going to come around in this pattern right here, right? So we always, you know, the full minor scale, but more like the pentatonic, right? And one thing that, man, I really want you all to see is playing it like a bluesy way, right? And that's the way that this guitar player approached it. And that's the way every good guitar player is going to approach a pentatonic like this. We don't play it like this. I mean, we do, but most of the time we're going like this. Right? We're going. A couple of these licks are really going to bring out that pattern, so let me show you a couple of them right now. So here's what you want to do with all these parts, man, all these different parts that I've tabbed out that we can make an exercise out of them, we can repeat them. You want to hit it with a metronome, and something to help you lock in with it is look at where the downbeats are, right? Follow along with the tab that I have. You could download this full packet of all the tab and this entire playthrough that I'm going to do of the full song, and cop these licks and try and lock them in, right? It's not one thing just to learn them, but it's another thing to like make them groove. Everything needs a groove. Your solos need to groove. And when you practice it with a metronome, find those downbeats, right? Where's the downbeat? And when you're practicing it, does it line up with the downbeat? Whatever it is, all these different parts, man. The intro, the chords, whatever, the solo, that lick, does whatever those notes are, whatever that note is on the downbeat, on the one beat, on the two beat, whatever. Just find one downbeat and try and lock it in. When you got that, make a mental note like, all right, is that second downbeat? You know, is it? And just keep practicing. What I did for y'all is I tabbed out the entire arrangement of Chaka's Tiny Desk performance of this, and it's absolutely wonderful, man. The arrangement is dope. The guitar playing is dope. So what I'm going to do is a playthrough, and if you want the tabs for everything nicely organized, please check out my Patreon. I appreciate the support. Keep jamming. Stay nasty, y'all.